Else say, break the system to break out. How many of us really want to break out? So it means a lot to a lot of persons. I remember many years ago, I was also praying that God should break me out. But this is the problem with us Christians. We pray the prayer, but we don't do the assignment. So we pray the prayers, but we don't do the assignment. So what are the prayers? God, break me out. What are the assignments you're going to learn today? You're going to learn today. Break the system to break out. Break the system to break out. So, are you aware that I used to make a parable where I would say, at the last day, we are going to tell the devil, we are going to tell God rather, and say, Lord, the devil made me smoke. And the devil is going to look back to the Lord and say, I don't even smoke. You know, the devil does not smoke. So, the same way Jesus has saved you from the past to the future, that's how the devil has tempted you from the past to the future. I will explain. So, the same way Jesus has saved you from the past to the future. You know, you believe that Jesus has saved you, right? Was your father born when Jesus died? So 2,000 years ago, you need to be a mutant. Not just a mutant, a level, is it level 1 mutant? Huh? So you were not there. So we spoke a lot about Jesus last week, and we can't get enough. We'll still keep going deeper. Are you here? You went home? So, that's how the devil also have dropped some temptation, that he does not really need to walk anymore. So the devil can be innocent of what is happening to you, yet it's the cause. I'll explain. He can be innocent because he had planted it many years ago into system. Into system. Anything that occurs more than twice in your life in a similar fashion. Anything that occurs more than twice in your life in a similar fashion, there's a system behind it. There's a system behind it. And the work of this system is to ensure that it happens in the same fashion. There's a system behind it. Oh, this morning we are going to be blessed. We are going to be blessed. Anything that happens in your life more than twice, it is not a coincidence. It is backed by a system. There's a system behind it. Okay, let me explain system a little. We'll still go to maybe Oxford learners, but then, or maybe Google better. But then, if you enter through this place, how did you come in? Through the gate, in it. So you came in through the gate, in it. Then you came through here. But before service start, you could use other doors, right? So when we are closing now, you go back. Have you seen any one of us that will say, help me hold my leg, I want to jump through the fence? Because the system has already designed it so that you go through where? The gate. And the gate alone. It's a system. So what is the possible outcome of rolling 2 dice? 1/36, right? 36. I think this is science school. So 1 dice is 6. 2 dice is 6 times 6, 36. So where the outcome can be 1 bracket, you know, you begin to put all the numbers you're seeing in the dice. Why is it that the outcome of 2 dice is 36? Every time. It's because of the sides. So you remove one side and you make it 5, it will not be 36. Because there's a system that designed it that way. So the possible outcome of a dice, the possible outcome of a coin is 1/2. Is it that head or the tail? You try it again, you have 1/2. Head or the tail. Are you here or you went home? It is designed like that. It is where the outcome is either head or tail. And when you have the head and the tail, you rethrow it again because that's indecision. Because there's a system. Why is it head or tail? Let me use the coin now because it will be easy to relate than the dice. Why is it head or tail? Because it has two sides. It has two sides and it's flat. So it's either one side or the other side. Have you heard this parable in Yoruba land? Please follow me. We heard they say something like if we throw cutlass up, it will land in the flat side. But it may not be the same because the system with which you are throwing it up permits it to land in the flat side. Throw it in a beach. It can land and stand. So there's a certain system that will make it either this side or this side. Are you getting it? I believe we are intelligent people. Let's just pretend we are. Hallelujah. So, breaking the system to break out. Breaking the system to break out. So, many temptations are already hidden inside system. Many are already hidden inside system. Okay, what is system? Let me read it out here. I think this is the same thing you find on internet, or one of the things you're going to find in internet. A system is an organized group of interacting, interrelated, or independent elements forming a complex whole. A system is an organized group of interacting, interrelated, or independent elements forming a complex whole. It follows specific rules to achieve a goal. A system follows specific rule to achieve a goal. So only one rule guides something. When you step from your car, you slap a soldier, you know what to expect. So it is not in the system of the soldier to look at you and say, the Lord bless you. Right? But it's in the system of an MFM pastor to say, God bless you. Not me. Oh, no. So don't say, So you say, so a pastor will say, God bless you. Not all of us, sir. Not all of us. But MFM, Deeper Life, I really trust those mothers and our fathers in faith. They say, the Lord bless you. The Lord bless. Is that not so? Very peaceful people. Very peaceful people. Hallelujah. So this is already a system where it follows a specific rule to achieve a goal. When things reoccur more than 2 to 3 times, it is more than just a coincidence. When things reoccur more than 2 to 3 times, it is more than a coincidence. The same things, similar things. It is more than just a coincidence. I've seen it. Oh, I'm going to be touching deep, very, widely. I've seen a house where firstborn bought a bike. Secondborn bought a bike. Thirdborn bought a bike. 3 of them gathered. They were washing the bike of the thirdborn, pouring drink on it. That's already a system. It's already a system. And they were happy. Maybe money they would have used to service it. I'm not saying bike is good. A bike is bad, rather, and the first one is correct. So, money they would have probably used to service it, or do something, or add up to do something better. They are all happy because they bow to a certain system. That's why many of us, till we die, we will never see the devil. We will never see the devil. Some of you say, well, this devil said, I've never seen him. Do you know why? When you are sending an amount from the US, like $100, $1,000, nobody cares. By the time you are trying to push $1 million, you get a call. They'll call you. It will be verified. Even in Nigeria here, the moment you get to the bank and you are still, you want to withdraw, let's say $1 million, nobody cares, right? But the moment you begin to withdraw like over 20 million, they'll give you a share. Because they don't do that rush. They'll give you a share. They'll ask you, sir, tea or coffee? I believe some of you have done that here. They'll ask you tea or coffee. Then they are running verification on you. You see that thing, you are putting your hand and you are scanning. One time, I don't know what they told a bank manager. They took me and my wife to the bank and took us to the office of the bank manager and said we should open our account. Inside my heart, I was like, Bobo, whatever you want me. Hey, is you? And the bank manager was, yes. Oh, my one was even asking me, see, please help us load the account, put 50 million, 100 million. I said, and God will provide. So there's a system for you, the 3Ks. I think they are this side. Why? There's a system for the bigger cash. I think they are this side. There's a system. Even in the church here, there's a system for the equalistas. And there's a system for members. So when you are equalistas, you are there. And you are a member, you are here, right? Maybe for easy access to fly. There's a system. There's a system here. There's a system here. So if you are not one of the medias, you can't just carry any of the camera and walk around. There's a system. And these systems can make me come out whenever I want. So I can just stay in the office praying, then I come out whenever I want, because I know that the capacity of the choristers, they can keep singing. But it didn't start like this. So like every other church, this church started as me as the choir master, prayer warrior, you know. But a system is put in place. And what does the system do? I rest. So sometimes I can be anywhere around the world. Yet I can just be watching live. Because the service will still proceed the way it used to be. Because systems are put in place. So do you understand now when I say the devil might not tempt you, but he has tempted you? And he has put it inside systems. And these systems are so effective that he does not need to be there. So when things occur more than twice, it is no longer a coincidence for a spiritual man. A system is backing it up. Hebrews 12:1. Have you seen those sins that you are prone to? There's a sin that you are prone to. Everybody. Or maybe some of us. There are sins that we are prone to. And this is what Hebrews 12:1 is talking about. Hebrews 12:1. Can we read together? I want to go. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed
about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience.
It's okay. So, when we speak about system, we speak about sin that beset a man. Besetting sin. The sin is always around. There's a system that have arranged the sin to be like that. There's a system that's arranged the sin to be like that. Most times the devil wants you to chase after the sin. Let me start from sin. Most times the devil wants you to chase after how to break out of that sin. But the sin has never been a problem. There's a system with which you will pass to sin. How many of you know that? Oh, you don't know? The day you leave that sin and break the system, you break out from the sin. The day you leave that sin and break the system. Let me take for example. I was making research because some people were getting to me. Oh, about masturbation and all. So I was making research, the rate of men, the rate of women. I now, while I was making this research, very short research, then I realized that I think the rate of women online, 44% over 100. The rate of men, 74. And I know it's when they define. Commando. You get it when you get home. So, like 74, 44. Then I realized that why is the rate of the male too much than the male? So the female would interact more, obviously. Now the female will gladly accept the fact that they say over 5,000 words per day. So in that their place of interaction, they don't get to be lonely. And the power of this kind of sin comes from loneliness. It comes from what? Loneliness. How many of you have seen somebody masturbating in the market? It takes system. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. In fact, by the time you jam someone in the market, you just know that this one is possessed. Now you are not angry anymore. Something inside of you begin to pray for the person. So it is always done in the dark. But instead of fighting how to stop it, you know, when I'm talking about things like this, some persons will say, why are you really talking about this? When there are things, yet, if I tell you the amount of young people meeting me to complain of this thing, how come you have done it before you are regretting? It's a system. That means you don't like it. If you feel good about it, you feel good before and you feel good after. Except for some of you that your conscience is dead. Now you fry and chop, self. You should feel good before and after. How come I've seen people call me and they are crying? And they say, we know you are not judgmental. Please help. I'm helping now. So instead of fighting the act of, I'm not even comfortable calling it. Then it's better to fight the system. Instead of fighting the act of masturbation, fight the system, which is the process. The system is hidden in the process it took you. So what are the process? To be able to do it, you feed your eyes. There are things your eyes will see. There are things your ear need to hear. Some of you, while watching it, you still loud it. And use earpod. See what is entering your brain. If you can avoid those videos that make you prone to that, then you realize that fighting the act is easier. Are you here or you went home? If you can fight, in those days it was tracked. You know, they would just print it like that. And DVD. But now the internet is so messed up. If you can fight it, the same thing also goes to fornication and adultery. If you can fight, it's always having a system. You know, while I was writing it down, I began to laugh at some point. Let me make you laugh. Some of the process. Are you ready? Okay. So I say it has a system. Instead of fighting the fornication, fight the system. Hello, how are you? Can you turn it to video? What do you want to see? Like, what do you want to see? Then what's the next? Please help me, brothers. Huh? Oh, your camera is blurred. The only time he saw that your camera is blurred is when he wants to re-record. Now he knows that this camera needs change. Put it down. I'm not seeing very well. What are you wearing? Have you ever asked? You'll be in public, you didn't care. Who even tell you in church, go and greet people and say, what are you wearing? Oh, you're looking good. They'll never. They'll just greet you because it's not the place to ask the question. But on camera, around 1 a.m., what are you wearing? Oh, you look good. How will she look 1 a.m.? Systems are seeds. Systems are seeds. When a brother begin to tell you, what are you wearing 1 a.m.? You answer, a Billy Kai. They are deceiving you. You are allowing us to just deceive you for nothing. They are now saying your nightgown looks good. It's just pink clothes that you know that this is ugly. That's why you are wearing it to sleep. Say, oh, it looks good. Is it glossary? Draw it. Draw it. What kind of conversation is that? You are digging into systems. But all you care about, is the final thing. But these things build up to make up a system. Are you here or you went home? So they say, drag it down. Wow, it's fine. Where did you sew it? Who told you that they used to sew like nightgown? She put it like that, you know, bruh. You just want to keep conversation around this. Because you know that by this time, she will not be putting on bra. It's a system. So instead of fighting the end result, fornication, you start fighting it from here. Are you here or you went home? Then they say, put the camera down. Wow. Wow. I never knew your legs are this straight. Are you blind? What did I used to walk down to you? Then the next thing is, when can we see? Are you seeing all these things are system? Seeds are sown. When can we see? Then they say, well, we are not going to be seeing anytime soon. I am very busy. They say, so now you are afraid of me. Now, there's a system where anything that makes you on that same camera, you have already conquered. It's a system. Oh, now you are afraid of me, eh? Come over now. Then you are coming over. You see the room. No chair. Only one bed. If you can ask that bed questions, how many ladies have been destroyed on you, oh bed? Then you on the light to blue. What are you doing wrong? Wrong. These are the system where you have the opportunity to say no. You say, I just want us to play, nothing will happen. We are just going to play, nothing will happen. Are you not matured? God is giving you opportunities. And I love the fact that many of you are smiling. You have had experience too much. The funniest thing is you are still falling for the same thing. You know this is not your first video call. You know where it's going. You know the system. You know. Can I see you well? Nothing will happen. I don't know the kind of assurance. A man is your president, gave you so much assurance. Did not. Only Jesus can give you those assurance. Then this one is giving you those assurance. You are devoured. You think you will see the fruit that produce good and evil, and you walk away. Adam didn't walk away. The express image. Eve ate from it. This guy. You could stop it from the system. You could stop it from the system. Every other sin also. Every other sin. Are you aware that many of us that think we are addicted, we are not. We are just bored. Many of us that think we are addicted, we are not. We are just bored. Give somebody that claim to be addicted a job, a concrete job that will be taking the time up and down, up and down, up and down. What happens to them? They quickly adjust. They quickly adjust. That's why poor men used to give birth to plenty children. And rich men like us, just 3. Oh, you think I will never claim that title? You can claim it if you want it. So if I end up giving birth to 8, a rich man. You are not addicted, you are just bored. This is a system with which some of all these things happen because they can't happen in the public. Pastor, I'm struggling with masturbation. I'm struggling with masturbation. I'm struggling with fornication. Most times, this is a system with which it happens. The devil wants you to focus on the masturbation and the fornication, whereas the main problem is in the system. That little time you have that is silent. You have. That's why you lock your door by yourself. You lock it. You are not addicted. You are just jobless. Just jobless. There's a system to smoking. There's a system to gambling. There's a system to clubbing itself. There's a system. There's a system. And I'll say again, you are just jobless. There's a system. I've seen people that say, oh, all my friends are smokers, but only me don't smoke. It's a matter of time, bruh. In fact, the way you are talking now, that thing they are smoking in the air, you too, you are dragging it in. Because only smoker can think like this. That you'll be friend of plenty smoker and you will not be a smoker. It's a matter of time. It's a system. Are you here, you into? So the devil has planted things that are already there. They are already there. They are no new stuffs. They are there. So at the last day you would say that he did it and he will tell you he didn't do anything. The devil planted the reason why Abraham should lie. And why Isaac also should lie. I think Abraham lied, Genesis 12. Isaac lied, Genesis 26. Why did they lie? These are the similar things. I'm coming to your life. So you say, I don't do any of this. No one is escaping this morning. Why did Abraham lie? The Bible says Sarah was fair and good to look upon. Why did Isaac lie? He said Rebekah was fair and good to look upon. The system is already there. The same story. In fact, by the time you're reading Genesis 12 and Genesis 26, almost similar story. Lie and tell them you are my sister so that they will not kill me. Lie and also tell them that you are my sister so that they will not kill me. System already planted. Sometimes this system can be planted in a family. Sometimes it can be planted in a house. Because it can't be only you alone. Do you know what they call generational curse? Generational curse is backed by a system. There's a system. Do you know that generational curse cannot exist if only the system does not favor it? So what makes generational curse linger would be a certain system. There's a certain way everyone in the house has followed. There's a certain way that they are good at following. Very good at following. Very good at following. And you can be a spiritual person. And you can be someone that wants to learn. You look into this house and you see the same thing that they have followed that have turned them to what they are. You are the wisdom before time began. And when I say break the system, I'm just saying break the same thing they follow. Just not even prayer. You have prayed enough. God has had you. But you are still doing the same thing. You are still doing the same thing. Are you here or you went home? Let me share a story with you. So one time I lost some amount of dogs. I mean, dogs running into millions and millions. And if you've known me for a long time, I really love dogs. So I would buy a new one. That new one would die. I would buy another one. It would die. So I started buying adults. So I bought an adult. That one would die. I said, well, let me buy pedigree. I bought pedigree. It would die. I knew what was killing them, but I didn't want to accept it because there were people that were doing it in the same condition. You know what I did? You know what was killing them? Then I had this compound. It was just grass. So I did the floor, did everything. There's no tick anywhere, nothing. And the case, if you see me, you think I was a veterinary doctor. I'm giving my dogs drip, even reading Psalm, praying, so that the dog does not, because when you think of money, some of you have never bought dog over $500,000 before. And some of you are saying, Faja. I just bought one now, like a month ago. So I can just choose to say, there's something spiritual killing my dogs. And I can also choose to tell myself the truth. That the compound. As some of you have run to herbalists, yet you maintain a certain system. Sometimes the system can be hidden in a church. Sometimes it can be hidden in the family. How come poverty is conversant with you and refuses to leave you or leave your generation? How come? One of the greatest things that God did for me was the instruction he gave to me to leave my father's church. That's why some persons think it's hard to look at them and know that they will not succeed. That's the simplest. That's the simplest. It was tough for me. Now I can talk tough. It was hard for me as a then. But some of those systems were there. Because how come all the youth? I went there one time to preach. And as I was preaching, I was talking. I thought my words were going in. I gave them prayer points. They were willing to pray. Oh, wow. You know, they were praying. I was happy that these people don't hear what though. After service, they order by the crate. By the crate. Gouda, beer, Hablaga. They now saw me coming and I said, Pastor Ewa, Pastor Ewa, Pastor Ewa. So some that were bold, they were telling me, Pastor, you know you don't do these things. One even carry a girl like 16, 17 on the lap. Like this. And I say, Pastor, and these people are older than me. He said, Pastor, you know you don't do this stuff. But we will do this stuff. Keep praying for us. Do you know what thing pain me past? I preach, I now share money. Now it's not the preaching. That's what God sent me to do. It's the money I package in envelope. That's why money cannot buy anything. I'm telling you. Money in the wrong hand, you are wasting your time. Have you not given people money before? They say, what did you do for me? And that's the last. I looked at the girl that was seated in one of my brother's leg. I looked at her. I looked at her. She was not comfortable with the environment. She stood up, said, "Mewa," and she went away. I looked at her. That would have been the same system I would have been into. So now you are thinking deep. How come you check your house? You check your house. Nobody you can be proud of that have 10 million. 10 million naira. No dollars, naira. There's a system they are convenient with. There's a system that has put them in that place. It's not necessarily the devil coming to do something new. There's a system. The moment God break you out and God take you back there to visit, you see, some is just pure laziness. Some is fear. I've seen people that they are afraid to do anything new. And you are here and those systems have catch up with you. I was talking to one of my sons. He had a dream and he said it to me. And I was interpreting it. Maybe you should be watching live now. And this person I'm talking, in his craft, I've not seen anyone better than him in this Akure. I think we used to call him gifted hands. And I don't want to mention the craft. Very gifted. I was trying to push him and push him and push him. I realized that he was reluctant. So I kept quiet and I left him. He had a dream. And in that dream, God was warning him. Why are you afraid? Now you have seen why the whole house can be kept in a spot. Because there's a system. But you are waiting for those prayers. Ibola, hey, Mima. 2 minutes, and the devil will say, me, there's no rope here. Those are the kind of prayer points you want to pray. Because you often want to put the blame on somebody. You are bowing to a system. We can be in church here, and we are saying all manner of things, and you are convenient with it. But the moment we just say, I am a billionaire, there's something inside of you that is angry. Is this not pride? It is. How come you accept everything? These are the set of people that will tell you, seek Jesus Christ and his righteousness, and every other thing will be given unto you. Then we are seek Jesus. We are seek his righteousness. Everything is given to us. They will tell us, you didn't seek where? Go back and seek. Yet we have the evidence of seeking Jesus. Because we have every other thing. It's a system. It's a system. There are some songs that are made to keep you in system. What's the meaning of Bogo mi fún mi o, Ọlọ́run mi Bogo mi fún mi? We him we lefe gba, lefe donne. Who wants to hold my glory? We him we. Who? My kind of glory, you hold it. My kind of glory in banana tree. That's what you love to hold, to hear. One tiny banana that is malnutrited at the back of your house. Then we tell you that your glory is under your glory that cannot fertilize that banana tree. Is it not better to leave it there? See how fat you are. Your glory cannot fertilize this banana tree. There's a system that you are used to. There's a system. It will just put you there. It will just keep you there. There's a system. There's a system. How many times people talk about money ranging to thousands of dollars? And inside of you, default setting, you say, oh God, and you live there, begin to think, begin to enter depression. Then now they can't even talk about thousands of dollars around you anymore. We were having this function, so a lot of the family members were there, and they were asking my brother how much is his rent in Lagos. So I took off my eyes because I knew the rent, and I know if he says it, I know he will. You know that this is today you will die. So they asked him his rent. I removed my eyes, so he faked something and walked away. So they say, Sinbo man. So I say, no, he's coming back. When he come, say he didn't tell you anything. It should be him that collects his house. Because I was in the middle of don't lie and don't say it. By the time he came, they say, this your house. Should be like, one of my brothers is here. He was there too. They say it should be up to 5 million. He said, a little more than. Almost times 4. Rent. And when we left there, he said, I can't say it to them. You see system will make you think that perfume is waste of money. I'm telling you, see, by the time we are through today, you are not escaping. And I could know you still come next week. If something were to happen twice, the devil has planted system. There's a system that makes it reoccur. There's a system. There's a system. In as much as you like, in as much as you dispute, there are people that you can't discuss some amount of money with. Yes or no? You don't even have it. That's why you are not answering. You just go randomly and say, I have some amount of money, maybe like 80 million naira, and it's just been sitting there. I don't know what to do. Then the person you are talking to say, what if you start puff business? So what if you start puff and you are looking like, not 80,000. I say 80 million naira. Say yes now. You just get the show glass, you get this, you get that, you get it. You know, before I used to be angry when people called me fake. Now I realize that to some persons I must be fake. Because system has imprisoned their mind. What's the judgment for the fake? The car. Car that I don't even have money to buy. When I buy my first car, you will know. I was with Apostle Suleiman while he was passing. You know, I was just standing there. And the grounds were shaking. Land Cruiser Prado, not upgraded. And they opened the door. I saw the glass. I said, this is the type. I've not even passed your ground shake. Bulletproof. So you think Apostle Suleiman will call me and say, oh, man of God, how are you? To him, am I a man of God? Then he said, come, let me show you project. By the time he take me to the back of the church, I'll faint. He said, this place we did the foundation 1 billion naira. I'll faint. One of my boss was in a church one time, and they were giving seed for foundation. They needed 1 billion. I think Dr. Paul Enenche, they needed 1 billion. So he wanted to empty his account. He wrote 500,000. While he was trying to run out, he now saw small children. With check of 10 million. He came back to tell us. He said he dropped it. He went back to sit down and was thinking about his life. Wrong church. Wrong church. Wrong church. Wrong church. That's why some persons will give accurate testimonies to their friends. And they'll come here and they say, I was just hoping on a contract and God did it. Because if they say it, you can pass out. In Southgate there, you can say, that's the guy that made $100,000 last year. Why did they point him? There's a finger in that your lip. You are pointing. So the look person, and he's seeing you. It's just as if he's not saying, no, do as if you look at. I hear you went home. There's a system. When it's reoccurring, there's a system. Don't break the thing, break the system. It will change. It will change. Do you know that in those days, you think people are not working hard, that's why they are not rich? How far? How far? You think they are not doing their best. You can even look at your father and think he's not doing his best. Look at his friends. Look at your friends. Those of you that thought your uncles were stingy, now you are a uncle. Now you are that uncle now. Now you are in between explaining yourself. And you are doing your best. It will not look as if even that your best is doing you now. You think it's about working hard. You can be working hard, yet in the system. I've realized, mostly in this country we are, that many people accept government job because they see it as easy escape. But how far can you go with the government job? And you will see somebody leaving government job and putting their children there. System. And it continues. And it continues. And it continues. I hear you went home. I was selling. Let me show you one parable. Let me show you one parable before I give you one example. Matthew 24:28. Matthew 24:28. So everywhere there's carcass, the vultures will be there, right? They are, for wheresoever the carcass is, there will be eagles. There will the eagles be gathered. It's not eagle. The real this thing is vulture. There the vultures will gather. Is there. Is there. Some of you, the things you know. Okay, yes, that's the translation. Some of you, the things you know is battling with the systems fighting you. Now they say learn a skill. You have like 4 skills. Today we are going to pray. Hope you are ready to pray. But before that prayer, because you have prayed enough, you will learn. Hallelujah. I called 2 brothers yesterday, and I was talking to them, and I told them something unique with the 2 of them, and they didn't know. And I was talking to them, and they didn't know. Me, because I didn't know the rest of the brothers much, so I couldn't really know if it's happening to them also. But these 2, I had seen it. How do you eat your money, eat your capital? It's a system. It's a system. And I was talking to 2 of them, and I said, this thing is wrong. Break out of it, you will change your story. Not prayer. Not prayer. We idolize prayer too much. Break out of this nonsense. If I die, I die. I'm not spending more than this. If not, you keep looking for second chance. It's a system. One of the biggest systems I battled with in my family was delayed gratification. Delayed gratification. I didn't have anybody to help me. Delayed gratification. I would look, when I was rich, people didn't even know I was rich. Because everything was going back to either business or church. Do you know why? I saw the system of my house, and I realized that nobody is delaying gratification. Have it today, throw party tomorrow. Have it today, spend it tomorrow. Spend it. Spend it. And from the kind of church I am from, they'll use you to do shaman. If you like, be the worst sinner. Have the rabbi, you will be shaman. Shaman, Jodu, you are coming, and you'll be walking majestically. Don't worry, be broke next year. You will not even see floor mat man. Many of you here, that's what you need to fight. It's the system. Break the system, it will break. Break the system, it will break. The Bible was also speaking about 7 brothers. How many of you know the story? Where 7 brothers, where Jesus was talking about them. And Jesus said, Matthew 22, 25 to 27. Matthew 22, 25 to 27. Jesus was talking about them. And they say, 1 went into her. As he married her, died. 2nd married her, died. 3rd married her, died. 4th. And when you hear that story, you feel as if, are they dumb? Why are all of them marrying the same woman and they are dying? Now they were with us, 7 brethren. And the first, when he had married a wife, died. And having no issue, he left his wife unto his brother. There are some things they shouldn't leave for you. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Likewise the 2nd also. And the 3rd unto the 7th. Go to 24th. 27th. This is my best. 27th. Let's read together. 1, 2, go.
And last of all, the woman died.
After the 7 of them died, the woman now died. She didn't die after the first one, no second one. Because you judge that they are dull. But you have 7 cousins that you know, and all of them are broke. You have 20 people that you can call now in the house, and all of them follow the same system, and all of them the same way, the same result. Funny enough, he begin to come to you. Some of you delay too much to tell yourself the truth. I remember one time I thought I was too fine. Women, I will enter bank like this, they are asking me out. I love it. My God, I was loving it. I was loving it. In my choir, I was in the choir. I was loving it. All of them will gather. In my school, they thought I wasn't here in Yoruba. And they'll be discussing me. And they'll say, Ogba. Shogba Yoruba. Sorry, are you talking to me? Because all of them were talking of how they'll date me. I felt like Prince Charming if I'm coming. You know, you can iron your clothes for like 15 minutes. But me, I will now iron it extra for that charming minute. Until I realized that I told myself the truth that, wow, some of you say that's how you are. Don't change. That's how my brothers are. No matter how ugly any of my brother is, women flock onto us. It's a system I had to break. My father told me the same story with his own life. How women, he was so gifted, he would prophesy, and oh my God, he was handsome with many hair. Prophesy, sing, dance. So you think I can prophesy, I can sing, I can dance. Then it's the other woman known I cannot do. And he warned me about it. He said, I am seeing you like every other of the brothers. He said, please, you see this woman matter. He said, this is the reason why I'm stopping where I am like this. He said, imagine if it were to be your mother alone. Do you know the pain it will take to be alive? And people are saying, if you die, this is your house. And you are still living in the house. And they are telling you, if you die, you see this your house. This house. One time they called me and they said, this house matter that we are fighting for, that they are talking about, this house matter. What do you see about it? So I replied and said, I'm marrying me fair. That's huh? What's the interpretation? That's you people are insulting me. 3-bedroom flat. Is it Banana Island? Do you know why a man can see like that? Because he has broken out of a system. Why some, the moment he will die, they'll bring cutlass. This house is for me. Break out of system. Plenty of you will do worse. Plenty of my... In fact, I can be talking now. My family is not the worst. Your own now. We need to come and learn from... Break out of it. A system that have kept you there. How come you have been able to manage poverty for so much? If it's fear, deal with it. If it's investment, deal with it. If it's human relation, deal with it. There are things that you need to even pray for. That you need to pray for and be intentional about. One time I was intentional about something. I get to help everybody. Nobody is helping me. Are you hospital? You help everybody. Nobody's helping you. Even hospital, they pay. System. Why not break the system? Why not break the system? Instead of why not break the system? Break the things, I'll put you there.